With Bitcoin back up to $106,000, things are starting to look good once again. Now, we're not out of the clear yet, because if you come back out here and you take a look at the CoinStats Fear and Greed Index, we are still sitting at a level of 48 fear. And guys, 48 fear means that investors are not confident. They are not buying. They are not bullish. And retail is essentially sitting on the sidelines wondering what's going to happen next. Are we going to drop? Are we going to go up? They don't know what to do. Well, I do. I am accumulating. And I know it sounds annoying to accumulate and accumulate and accumulate and accumulate. Well, guess what, guys? That's the strategy, right? That's how you accumulate, and that's how you build up over time. So that, years down the road, people are wondering, how did you ever do it? Well, I kept on buying, man. So let's talk about what's going on with the latest Bitcoin headlines, and one specifically. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. Now, you can see a bunch of bullish headlines here. Things are looking very good for Bitcoin, but I want to take a look at this one right here, okay? Semler Scientific appoints Joe Burnett for Bitcoin strategy. What? Look at this. It says on June 19, 2025, Semler Scientific announced the appointment of Joe Burnett as Director of Bitcoin Strategy. Guys, there are job titles now. People are getting paid to go out there and develop a Bitcoin strategy. And I'm telling you right now, this dude probably gets paid a Bitcoin a year to do this or more. And it's absolutely crazy to me that, this is an entire job title now. I don't know if there's necessarily a better strategy than dollar cost averaging in or continuing to accumulate. But what this shows you is that businesses of essentially any industry are jumping in now and trying to accumulate as much Bitcoin as they can. It says they announced this guy as Director of Bitcoin Strategy, and the company also revealed its ambitious plan to acquire 10,000 Bitcoins by the end of 2025. Well, let me tell you now, they're not going to buy all 10,000 at one time, and they're going to have to pick up pace, man, because they're going to be buying several Bitcoin a day if they're going to acquire 10,000 by the end of the year. 42,000 by the end of next year, and 105,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2027, utilizing funds from equity and debt financings as well as cash flows from operations. Now, I do think it's kind of stupid to go out there and use debt and equity. I don't know what Semler Scientific does to wholeheartedly focus on Bitcoin this way. But guys, more and more businesses, they're going out there and they're accumulating Bitcoin as their business strategy. I mean, they're looking at Michael Saylor's strategy. They're looking at GameStop doing it now. And 105,000 Bitcoin is absolutely, that's a lot of Bitcoin to be able to accumulate in the next 2 years. With that being said, the price should absolutely rise, right? This company only has a $300 million market cap. Bitcoin's blowing them out of the water. But with that, as more and more institutions buy in, I believe the tokens like Bitcoin Bull will thrive in this upcoming bull market. Bitcoin Bull currently has 9 days and 20 hours left. They've raised $7.2 million. They're currently sitting at a price of 0.2575 cents. And I have bought in. If you guys are interested in buying in, all you got to do is click buy with crypto or buy with card, connect a wallet. Now, I like to connect via Best Wallet, so if you guys need to download that, you get a link for it in the description. Type in how much you want, and those tokens are yours to claim on launch day. The ICO is the last chance to buy Bitcoin Bull Token, right? The ICO is going to be ending in 9 days, so you guys got to make a decision quickly. But my favorite part, right? My favorite part is I will get free Bitcoin for holding Bitcoin Bull Token. When Bitcoin hits $125,000, they're going to be burning tokens. When it hits $150,000, they're going to be doing airdrops. More burns, more airdrops, more burns, and more airdrops. Now, I don't know, right? When Bitcoin hits $150,000, I don't know how much Bitcoin I am going to get because I don't know my overall total compared to the total accumulation on launch day and all of that. What I do know is any Bitcoin is better than no Bitcoin. It follows the same strategy as all of these companies out there that are doing everything they can to load up on Bitcoin. And a lot of analysts, Michael Saylor is, obviously he's biased because his whole life is Bitcoin now. But a lot of analysts believe that Bitcoin is going to one day reach $1 million to $4 million in the next few years. Michael Saylor anticipates, I believe in the next 10 years, that it's going to reach $13 million per coin. One Bitcoin. I mean, one Bitcoin could have changed your life already, right? If you would have bought Bitcoin 10 years ago and now you got sitting on $100,000, that could have changed your life already. But one Bitcoin could absolutely be all that we need. And this is one way to accumulate just a little bit more. Now, two things you do need to know. If you are wanting that Bitcoin airdrop, you have to hold Bitcoin Bull in Best Wallet, right? They needed to reward the Bitcoin Bull community with a wallet partner with advanced capabilities. Best Wallet is a multi-chain wallet integrated with the community sale, and therefore they can take their snapshots and they can airdrop everybody in Best Wallet. Number two, can you really earn the free Bitcoin? Yes, but you have to buy during the community sale, okay? So get all of your questions answered before going out there and making your purchase. Make sure you know what you're getting into. But I have decided to buy in, not only because I want the Bitcoin, but I believe that as Bitcoin is rising in value, as it's hitting new all-time highs, the price of Bitcoin Bull can absolutely follow along and potentially gain even more because it's got a lower market cap. So let me know what you guys do with it all down in the comments below. Links for everything down there. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.